Hi, my name's Sean. This is a video about what to feed your pet rats. I see on YouTube and Facebook groups that comes up a lot. What do you feed pet rats? People think that pet rats and rats in general just eat anything. Not true. A lot of foods are toxic to them. They also don't have a gag reflex, so you got to be careful what you feed them. I've had rats for several years now, so I'm going to share with you some things and show you some demonstrations of what I use. At the end, I also have a note on diatomaceous earth. And I put that in this video because it is a food anti-caking agent. I'd like to tell you some of the precautions you take if you're using it for a pest exterminator. It also uses as a pesticide, so I want to put a note at the end about that. Now, what I feed my rats, come on baby. Oatmeal is their main staple. I use oatmeal. This is some oatmeal mixed with oxbow food. I will show you that here in a second. I just give them regular rolled oatmeal. You can get these at any grocery store. Not steel cut. For some reason, they don't like steel cut. Regular oats, and then you use that as a base for most things. Here I have some oxbow food and some seeds mixed in here. Some unsalted sunflower seeds. Excuse me, sweetie. Now, I will add some things to that here in a second. Okay. But mainly I give them a diet of that, and I recently added oxbow adult rat food to this. This is on the higher price side, but this is very good stuff. Unfortunately, I had seen some stuff on the internet a while back saying that people had said that oxbow rat food had caused cancer in rats and stuff, and or was speculated that it. Look, but not about the adult rat food. Look, they all like this right here. I haven't had any problem with it. I've checked out the ingredients thoroughly. It seems to be fine. And honestly, you know, rats are very tumor prone in anything, so I don't see how you would really, it'd be very difficult to tell. But this seems like really good food. They all seem to like it. Also, I give them a lot of baby food. I don't give them the straight baby food because it affects their stool. If you give them straight baby food, it's going to come out runny also. So I take baby food. I have I know the writing's backwards, Samsung phones. What are you going to do? This is apple, peach, banana, banana, apple, apricot, apple, carrot, apple, banana, strawberry. I have a few that they like, and sometimes they don't like this. But I will take some of the baby food, mix it with some oatmeal in a separate container like this, and put it in their bowl, and they like to eat that for breakfast and stuff. And I also give them carrots. Carrots are okay. You can cut them in little discs like this, or little slivers where they can eat it with their cute little hands. Pasta is also good for your rats. It's not really flavorful, but they like to chew on stuff and gnaw on stuff, so you can give them pasta. I caught some of this on sale. It's okay. It's good carbohydrates for your pet rat, so they can give them that for little, munchables. They like to munch on stuff. Sometimes they do like to eat soft stuff, so the oatmeal is there for them, but they also like to crunch on stuff too. So a lot of the stuff that I get them can be found in the baby food aisle. Also, these are little bitty munchy, like Cheeto like things, but they're in the baby food aisle, so they're very lightly seasoned and very mellow seasoned. These are cheddar. Cheddar is one of the cheeses that you can give your rats, mostly hard cheeses, but always Google it, because like for instance, cheddar you can give them, but blue cheese you can't. Blue cheese is toxic for your rats, so always Google it. Another thing about these right here that I like about these little munchers. Now, I get these at Aldi's. I do a lot of my shopping at Aldi's, but I'm sure Walmart and other ones have comparable things. They're like little Cheetos, I'll also take those, and they're very good for putting medication on. If you have medication that is applied by dropper, like this, I have some maitake mushroom, which supports the immune system. I just drop it right on these, and these are very absorbent. So this is a good way to give your pets medication. Also, nice treats. You can give them more than one, whatever. Make sure there's some water around. These things seem to make them thirsty. Okay, we have a couple other things. So I'm not trying to promote, any specific stores, but I get most of my shopping at Aldi's. They sell these little rice treats right here. They sell yogurt bites. They really, really love these. Here's what they look like. They're just little yogurt drops. You can eat them. They're very tasty. They really love those. And then I also have, like I said, I make my own food concoctions. I have unsalted sunflower seeds. That's okay. Now, Walmart, I don't have the box. Walmart sells this stuff. It's like these big cube bits. They don't like that. I've never found a rat that likes this. I do find a lot of them stored back, like when I'm cleaning their cage, but I've never actually seen them eat these right here. So, I don't know what it is about them, so ixnay on those. Alright, one other thing I wanted to show. I actually picked this up off of YouTube. I actually picked this up off YouTube from somebody else. It's not mine, but it's so cool and it worked and they really like it. I used to give them these to play with anyway, but somebody else had taken a plain piece of paper like this, fold it in half, tear it in half, and then you can take a treat like one of the little crunchies or yogurt bite and put it in the paper and wrap the half of paper up and stuff it in the middle of this and put these in there. And it's like a, you know, eventually they chew into it and then they find the treat in there. It's just something fun they can do. It's not real expensive, something easy you can do. Also, almost forgot, this used to be a main in their staple till they in their diet, main staple in their diet until they got tired of it. Granola. I just buy them a regular granola cereal, and this is oats and honey. Okay, you have to be careful with some of the granolas. They have fruits in them like dates or raisins or whatever, and this comes into the gag reflex. It's a choking hazard, sticky stuff like that. Your pet rats can choke on it, and they can't regurgitate it up. So anything with dried fruits in it like that, like raisins and stuff, you want to take that out if you buy one with them. But they really like this. I also buy them a couple kinds of cereal with no sugar on there, like rice squares or Cheerios. I buy them generic Cheerios, but no sugar. I go little on the sugar, you know. And basically that's, you know, what I feed my rats. You can give them people food. Always Google it, like you can Google, like I said, just say cheeses that are toxic to my pet rat.
According to Small Pet Select, so it's best to steer clear of the soft stuff. Say no to these cheeses: queso, ricotta, gorgonzola, cottage cheese, brie.
Anyway, so just like there, always, if there's any questions, I do it all the time. Like cucumbers, I couldn't remember if my girlfriend used to give them cucumbers or not, and she did. You know, I Google it. They can have cucumbers. So always Google it, because there's dozens of lists available. But everything I showed you today is what I actually feed them. Now, I did want to make a note on diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is sold as a food anti-caking agent for cows and such, for cow feed. And it's also used as an all-natural pesticide, okay? For whatever reason, it kills bugs. It suffocates them and stuff. Well, unfortunately, everything I found on the internet said that it was safe for your animals, and it focused on eating and stuff, and it is safe for them to eat. Unfortunately, it's not safe for them to inhale. I did use diatomaceous earth a couple years ago everywhere, and it made one of my rats really sick because their lungs are so small, they inhale it, and the same thing it does to the bugs and suffocates them, it will also do to your small animals. And I had my vet tell me that's what caused her. Now she has scarring in her lungs and has permanent infections, and I have to give her medications all the time to keep her from getting infections and stuff. So that was a lesson learned the hard way, but I couldn't find anything on the internet about that. So be careful what you use around them, especially stuff like that. It says all natural and everything, because it had other side effects that you might not find on Google or whatever. So do your best diligence. Those are safe foods. Until next time, peace to y'all, and be good to your animals.